Okay, so what I want to do here is include the menu buttons that I created in Photoshop yesterday. So what you'll realize is that in my images folder, I've got a couple of images, one called About, one called Home, one called Music, and so on. If I have a look at them, they look like this. Okay, and the About one looks like, oh wait, looks like this. All right. So they all have the same style. What I want to do is have them go up here on my page. So where I've got content here, all I'm going to do is replace the word Stuff, Home and About Music that I have here. I'm going to replace them with an image tag. Now, so an image tag is just your standard image equals source, image source equals, and then the location of the image that you want to replace it with, which in this case will be images slash, and this one will be the home page, so it should be home.png. Close that and close the image tag, and that's all I should need to do. So close that, go over here, do a refresh. I now have a button up there that takes me to the home page. Fantastic. There you go, it all fits in nicely. So all I have to do is copy that, replace these with About the correct stuff. So this one will be Stuff. This one will be About. And this one will be Music. Now this is the importance of, highlights the importance of making sure that you put everything in lowercase and you be consistent with your naming techniques. So I save that, go to refresh, and all of a sudden I now have stuff that goes back and forth, and it's actually a button. You'll notice there's no gaps between the lines. All right, I could, if I wanted to, put a gap in between. I could just use a break command for that. Or two gaps. So if I want to say I want to put a paragraph marker in, save and do a refresh, puts a gap in between. Now obviously I need to have the background color the same as this, right, so it doesn't look too different. I can, if I want to, put a horizontal line between each one. I can put a line at the bottom of the image so that I've got a border between each one. I can have it so that when I do a rollover or pass my mouse over, it rolls over, which we'll do in the next installment. But first off, we'll just get this one to do its thing. Then I refresh that. And now basically all I'm going to do now is just copy all of this, go to all the pages that we're using, which is index. Now I can do this a couple of ways. I can do copy. Let's have a look. I was thinking of doing a search file in search in public HTML. All the pages that have that. So that's everything. And then I want to replace it with that. Replace it with that. And I replace all, and this will replace all the code in all the documents that are in that particular folder called Documents Public HTML. So if I go replace all, save to disk, here, save, 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 and save. It happened on 4 other pages, which should be good. This is one of the power of Text Wrangler. Close that. Now if I go over here and do a refresh and go to all of these pages, I know how I have all the image buttons in place. Okay. So I could have done that, copy and paste into each one individually. Now if I've got 50 pages that I want to do this to, this could be time consuming. So I just use what I want to change, so I copied that, went up to search, searched in a public plate in the document folder that I'm in, and then I replace it with what I wanted to replace it with, and that can be a whole pile of text. So it's that simple. So here endeth the lesson. I'll just